What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. I apologize in advance. I'm out of breath. I'm currently sick right now. So this thing's very heavy. Goodness, Jupiter. But Godzilla vs. Kong, Mechagodzilla in the house. Got this from my good friend, Resin GK. Shipped it DHL. Got it literally. Shipped it Friday. Got it Monday. Boom. There you freaking have it. That is super quick. It's coming from China. I was expecting this Wednesday. I was super surprised when all of a sudden I saw it out for delivery. Like, wait, what? Look at that low edition size. Number 3 of 250. So, I'd always question if I was going to get this or not. But I saw some like videos by Nerdsphere, and I was like, God, it looks so good. It's a pricey one. It's a big box, very heavy. But let's see if it was worth, $2,300. The retail price, 2,000 plus ship from Prime 1. So, let's see. But huge shout out to Resin GK for hooking me up, because it's sold out and I didn't place my order in time. But he gave me a great deal, shipped it quick, and now we have it. Also leaving a link in the description below of his new website he's launching where you guys could just buy it. Because that's actually where I bought it, just off his website. But check out his new website, link in the description below. So let's open this. I'm not going to do my traditional unboxing. Too much work getting everything set up. So we're just going to show you it. And I'm going to show you step by step how I assemble it. So let's get to it. Alrighty. So here is the art box. Pretty cool looking art box. Looks like it's straight from the movie basically. Anti-Titan weapon. And this box goes up to right above the groin area on me. 3 of 250. So nice low edition size, which I think will help this maintain its resale value. It's a triple layer. Alright, let's get this out. Probably actually going to set it up right here. Alrighty, so this is everything it came with in the 2 layers. There's the base. See my foot for size reference, body, tail. Now, I noticed there wasn't any instructions in this. And as you can see, there's like 25 parts. So I'm going to Google to see if I can get the instructions, because you don't want to set this up wrong. Normally there is instructions. I don't know if Prime 1 or someone forgot. But mine did not have instructions, but usually you can find it online. So I'm going to search Prime 1's website. Alrighty, so the best I can get is the Nerdsphere. In their video it does show instructions, so mine were clearly forgotten. Here is the base. It's very heavy. Quite a tall base as well, which kind of makes sense, but let's check this out. So, this is really meant to be themed when he was first kind of revealed inside that little arena. Let's see. Yeah, very heavy base, circular, same design pretty much all throughout. Very, very heavy. It's a big base, not as big as like Transformers, but it is quite a thick base. Like this is a solid, like almost 5 inches tall. And as you can see, 2 pegs, metal rod, standard magnet. All right, so based off the unboxing, we got to do both the legs first, then the body, then just attach like all the fins and crap. Doesn't seem too difficult, like not Transformers hard. Alrighty, folks. So first step was putting the legs into the body and then the legs into the base. That's generally how to do it. So you set this all together, then put it in the base. If you do it the other way, where you put both the legs in and try to force that in, generally you're going to break it. So got that in. One annoying thing, the moment I put the leg into the body peg, it instantly broke the freaking body peg. Like literally instantly. I just threw it in here. I tried gluing it, but the moment I'd pop this in, it just keep popping off. So I'm like, whatever. I can't see the damage. It's insecure, so whatever. But there is that. Now we have all these little pieces. There's the 2 heads. That's what the DX bonus is. The massive tail. Some parts right there. Yeah, and by the way, when I do glue something, I use Zap-A-Gap, link in the description below. But yeah, the peg is just like, no QC done. But yeah, let's go ahead and start sending this out. These are clearly the arms, hands. There is what looks to be like some sort of light up feature with, holy Jupiter, 8. Wow, 8 freaking AAA batteries. That is a freaking lot. And then there's a button right there. That is a lot of batteries. And I also noticed there was some batteries on this, one of these arms. Yeah, I noticed that as well, but that's a lot of batteries. I do want to see the light up though, because I'm sure it's going to make the piece a lot cooler. So we got 8 of them. I don't even know if I have that. I'll have to look. I think I do though. All right, let's move along. All right, so we did have the AAA batteries. I'll show you the light up. Here is the light up on the arm. So you're gonna have to remove this part and press this button when you do want to turn the light up on. Although it's not like at the peg per se, you just got to remove one part. And there it is with the arms on. So the arms went in very smooth and easy, very strong magnet as well. There's only actually a few parts on the legs, just like that on each side. And then everything else is basically gonna be like, you know, like this, for example. I don't know if this one goes here. Yeah, but it probably goes another arm. But yeah, more or less that, head, tail, we're good. So not too hard. Alrighty, folks, check out this tail. This is stupid heavy, by the way, but it does have a nice metal rod. Apologies, folks. For some reason, my cell phone decided not to record, even though it showed it was recording when I uploaded the video. I noticed from minute 6 to 25 was completely black and you couldn't hear anything. So here I am recording again so you guys can actually have a review. So obviously I've already set the full piece up. Here it is, Mechagodzilla, all set up in the man cave. This is the DX bonus portrait, which is more upwards, and the mouth is more roaring. When you select the normal portrait, it's angled quite down, so you would not want that head on when it's on bottom shelf like I currently have it. It actually does look great down low. You know, you can see the face still pretty darn good. Of course, it would look better up high, but it doesn't look terrible by any means low. Although if you did have the regular non-DX one without this head, I would say, yeah, don't do this down low. That head would actually work really good if you had, let's say, this like this height, and then you had Mecha behind it and above it, like right there. You know, because in the movie, these two were fighting, and he came up on top of a hill way high up. And so that's actually probably the best possible you could display it, is that other head, and then it's above the buildings, ideally like on a mountain riser, you know, like right there. That would be sick. But for me and the purpose of my collection, this is how I'm going to be displaying it. Of course, Kong bust is going to go there, you know, right next to Kong versus Skullcrawler. And if you remember in the movie, Skullcrawler also fought Mechagodzilla. So theme-wise, everything, you know, displays extremely nice. And it's also a great transition into Transformers because it's, you know, a robot Godzilla, robot dinosaur, and then directly behind it are more dinosaurs. So I feel like the transition's really smooth. It looks great. It's a good size too. This piece is actually quite a big piece. It's only 26 inches tall and like 20 by 20, but it's a girthy, thick piece. It's very weighty. It's probably 60, 70 pounds, but it's not too difficult to actually carry. Overall assembly was pretty easy. The hardest part's really just getting the legs into the body. Then everything else is quite easy. There's, you know, a few little parts on the legs, a few on the arms, the tail. So for the tail, it actually does rest right here slightly, and I think that's just to help with the overall weight, because it actually is quite a weighty piece, like the tail as well. But, you know, I already showed you guys the base. It, you know, resembles, you know, where he was basically designed, where he fought the Skullcrawler and the kids crawled out, and then he rose on the platform and then started fighting Godzilla. You know, but here he is. He does look fantastic. Detail-wise, it looks like a Transformer statue. So if you've ever, owned a Transformer statue, you know the type of detail, you know, just extremely detailed, looks very good. You know, that is what Mechagodzilla is. In terms of size comparison, you can see little Gizmo, a 10-pound Shih Tzu right there. Gizmo, say hi to YouTube. Cutest dog in the world. All right, so in order to do the light up feature, you do have to remove each part. So I want to show this to you. So let's see. Yep. Let's do the on button. I can do this. Oh my goodness, Jupiter's cock. I can do it. There we go. All right. So you have that inside the mouth, which looks pretty cool actually, and then the eyes. The eyes are like a Transformer eye. The mouth is pretty good, but when it's displayed down low, you know, you can barely see the light. I mean, you can see it, you know, but let me show you size comparison next to normal Godzilla. So as you can see, it is quite a bit bigger. So I think scale-wise, it's actually a really good scaling to this and King Ghidorah, because I feel like King Ghidorah scales good with this. You know, because he was a massive creature, much bigger than Godzilla, and Mecha's even bigger than Godzilla, as you can see. So, you know, you can imagine him biting his neck, and, you know, which he did in the movie. It's a good size. You know, you compare this, you know, to anything else. It's a good size, dude. The overall paint scheme is, you know, just gray, silver, black, red, you know, and that's like it lit up. Now, if you want to light the body up, you got to remove this little part, and then there's that button right there. So you press this, and it lights up that portion, more or less most of the chest area. And of course, you have to return this. Now for the arms, you do have to remove this. This is a button right here. So you press that, it lights that right there. And the bicep area. And of course, you have to put this back. Oh, I actually do have that on wrong. It snaps in, as you can see, and then you have to do it for the other one as well. Let's see. Like so. Boom. So that's all the light ups. Alexa, turn off Transformers room. That'll help you see the light up a little bit better. Overall, the light up is okay. You know, it'd probably be better if it was like up high, because then you could see it like that, and I think it looks better. From down low, I mean, the only light up you're really seeing is like that, a little bit there. You know, from down low though, it definitely has a much better light up effect, I will say. It is annoying you have to manually remove 4 parts to turn the light up feature on, but it's still a cool feature to have. It can't touch a candle to Godzilla vs. Kong, which is the king. Alexa, turn on Dragon. You know, so Alexa, turn on Transformers room. You know, overall, there is the beautiful, you know, the money shot, all 3 lights. The only thing I don't have plugged in is Godzilla Bust. I do need to get that plugged in as well, because he's the final light up feature that would, you know, coincide with my system. So I need to get that. And then, of course, Kong Bust eventually. He also, I can't remember. I don't think he has a light up feature. But this is the king of all light ups for any statue. Nothing beats Godzilla vs. Kong. There's just, you know, there's probably like over 100 lights on that thing. King Ghidorah also is a very cool light up. You know, the way it does the pulsating effect, and then the fires light up. Very cool. Alexa, turn off Dragon. You'll notice I say Dragon because Alexa can't learn King Ghidorah. Alexa, turn off Godzilla vs. Kong. So unfortunately, I can't say Alexa, turn off Mechagodzilla because it's battery operated. I understand why though. Any Transformer statue I've owned is always battery operated. There's just probably, you know, I'm sure there is a way to make it so it could be AC adapter. It just would require a lot of wiring going through multiple parts, you know, because there's just so many parts going into it. And this set up just like a Transformer statue. They're the exact same method. You know, the legs are separate from the body. You insert the legs into the body, then into the base, then the arms, then all the extra little pieces. So yeah, that's basically the light up feature. Overall, it is weak. So it's nothing hugely special, but it's still cool and does look better with the light up on versus light up off. And I'd say the mouth portion is probably the best part. The mouth and eyes. Now, the eyes on a robot, when they're lit up, give it more life, I will say. So overall, I do like the pose. He is hunched over. He is a big creature, and he's hunched over. He was like standing up like him. This would be quite a tall piece. You know, this is only 26 inches tall. Granted, massive base. You know, that's like a 5-inch tall base, where that's like a 2-inch base. So it's a very tall base, but it, you know, compensates for the pose, I would say. And the pose is the classic when he's coming out, because this isn't meant to be like fighting him or whatever. So I like the pose overall. It looks great. The only problem is, I guess, you're seeing all the like chest detail. But even with like Godzilla, there's nothing to say. But I suppose we could get down under, and that's kind of what you can see. Which is all right. I think the better detail is up here. All those like fins, if you want to call them. There's 3 layers. And as it comes to the tail, it actually changes. There's 2 fins right here, 1 right here. And the color pattern looks great. It looks a little bit aged. Granted, he just came out. Probably been, maybe several years old because they've been building them. Overall, really cool statue, though, I gotta say it. I really like it. The color theme, the base does kind of blend into the statue. It's literally almost the exact same paint app. It's a little bit darker gray, but then it also has like the red, which I believe were like lights, at that scene. But overall, it is really cool. I do like it quite a bit. Is it worth $2,000? I mean, what statue is? But Grimlock, for example, granted, he's much older. Like, that's like 9 years old. He was only $1,900. If they made that exact same statue now, it would be well over $3,000 plus shipping. It'd probably be $4,000, honestly, if you were to buy that exact same Grimlock. So, and I think if they just remade this guy, he'd probably be, $2,500. So you can see the hassles of me trying to turn all the light ups off. It's definitely a pain, and I don't like having to remove statue parts to turn a light up on and off. I just find that very annoying. But you got to do what you got to do. So as you saw, we just finally turned it off. But it still looks awesome without it, because all the parts that do light up are red anyways. They're just, obviously a lit up red. I would say mostly the body portion you can't see quite as good. That one definitely shines through more. But the eyes and mouth, still red. The arms, red. Yeah, so overall, fantastic piece. The arms do rotate, so you can angle this however you want, really. It's just a circle peg, so you can angle them, 4 fingers. All the magnets were pretty strong on everything, as you saw. They're good, strong magnets. The tail was very strong. Granted, it's very weighty, so it should be. Long tail overall. As long as Godzilla, but Godzilla's is thicker at the base. So if you're questioning whether you should get this or not, I would say get it if you have the full dio. I don't think you absolutely need it, but if you're trying to like build a MonsterVerse line like me, I think it's, a great piece to have, because Mechagodzilla is one of Godzilla's greatest enemies. I think this design is awesome. I love the movie. It scales perfectly, and it's just a great looking statue. It's as good as the Transformer statue, which, they cost $2,000. So I'd say it's definitely worth the money. As a nice low edition size, it is waitlisted on Prime One's website. I know it's available through a few retailers. I got mine through Resin GK. He hooked me up. DHL shipped it. So big shout out to him. But yeah, overall, fantastic piece. I would rate this a solid 9 out of 10 overall. But not too much to complain about outside of it's really kind of just like 2 colors, just gray and red. But in general, a lot of Transformers are like that. Like Megatron is literally just all gray. There's like nothing else there. I guess there's some rust, but, even Shockwave, there's a lot of gray and then some purple. That's just kind of how like robots are, I guess. They're generally kind of, one solid color, for the most part. They're usually 1 or 2 color schemes. But throughout the piece, there's a lot of good micro detail, and it just looks fantastic. Looks really good next to Godzilla bust as well. I think it's a great companion. Kong vs. Skullcrawler is still overscaled in comparison to this. I kind of wish it was a little bit smaller. It's a huge piece. It's like 31 inches tall. And it's fantastic, but I wouldn't mind it to be a little bit smaller. Although, I don't know if I'd want it as big as that Kong. I feel like it'd be too small at that point. I don't know. I guess it's fine as is, because the Skullcrawler is super cool. But yeah, if you guys are on the fence, definitely pick this up. I know Big Bad Toy Store has it, as well as Secret Compass, and Resin GK might have another. I would check with him, because his is in stock. At least mine was. Where the other two are pre-order. And, you know, retailer, that it could be a long time before they get theirs. You know, and I don't like waiting, especially when I know a piece is released. I hate the waiting game. So, yeah, I'm glad I got it. Plus, the price was fantastic. And I got it literally shipped Friday, arrived Monday. You know, from China. That is extremely quick. Let me know what you guys think of Mechagodzilla overall. Like I said, fantastic piece, fits the line, happy I got it. I should have pulled the trigger, originally wasn't up for PO, it's just the price was really putting me off, you know, because it was, you know, $2,000, you know, plus shipping, and shipping's expensive. It's a huge, heavy box. But I am happy now that I have it, and I think it's worth it. Now, the big question is Kong Bus going to be worth $3,500 plus ship? You know, he's close to 4,000, which is the equivalent of a Infinity Studios silicone or Queen Studio silicone. And this is also Prime One's first attempt at a life-size silicone bust. They've done silicone before on the Arnold half, but not in a bust. So this is their first attempt. And so it better be well worth it. It's been delayed. You know, I know they have to do individually hand-punched hair for the whole thing, which I'm sure is very time-consuming. But you know, it'll be very interesting to get that one. Like, is it going to blow me away, or is it going to be not even as good as Godzilla Bust, and it costs more than double? So that is one that's going to be very interesting. You know, in general, I do think it looks fantastic, but I still like Godzilla Bust more, you know, even on, like, the prototypes. So we'll see in person, though. Anyways, that is it for Mechagodzilla. Fantastic statue, extremely well done. If you got the Dio, I would say pick this up. And frankly, you know, King Ghidorah, just get all four in your set. You don't truly need the bus or Kong vs. Skullcrawler, just those three and that in your set. That's all you really need. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.